Texas students, friends of the 40 acres, and even some of you haters out there, welcome to this summer's edition, special edition of the Fireside Chat, joined by special guest, my friend, head football coach at the University of Texas, Sark. Sark, thanks for being on the Fireside.
What's up, brother? How are you?
Doing great. Let's just jump right into it, man. Great pace here. Had somebody I really respected one time tell me it's a great life if every day you do one thing you've never done before. Have you ever done a fireside chat in the middle of a football field with a pool in late July with Big Bertha behind you?
I have not.
Okay.
So we're off to a good start.
Yeah, what you see, students here, it's happening. It's real. We're right here in the middle of the football field. We got Big Bertha, who we'll talk about here in a second. We stay true to form here. We do have the fire here at the Fireside Chat, but because of kind of the weather conditions, we got a little pull. Coach, go ahead and join.
Yeah, that's nice.
Yeah. So, hey, Coach, let's get to know you, the students. I know we're looking forward to year 2 here in football. Tell us a little bit about yourself, where you grew up, and kind of what led you to Texas.
Yeah, so I'm born and raised in Southern California, Torrance, California. I'm the youngest of 7 kids. My dad's full-blooded Armenian, mom is full-blooded Irish, so I've got a unique mix. I actually went out of high school. I went to go be a baseball player at USC, then transferred back to junior college and played baseball and football, and then went on and played quarterback at BYU, and then started coaching really after that and kind of navigated my way through. And I always admired this place, man. I always admired this job. Some people know this. I was calling plays for USC on offense when Vince Young scores that touchdown in that national championship game. So I saw what UT was from afar, and I always admired this place. And so the opportunity, when it presented itself to come, I jumped at it.
Didn't y'all have a chance to offensive possession before?
Sure did. 4th and 2.
Who made that call? Was that you?
Yeah, I made that call. Yeah. Didn't work.
Coach, we're glad you're here, man. You can feel the momentum. I know I've always liked you. The first time I met you, I felt something. I didn't know you were a JUCO guy.
Yeah.
You got some junior college blood in you.
I played it, and I started coaching there. El Camino Junior College.
Yeah, and popped the Aggies one time along the way when you were at BYU?
Yeah, I did.
Yep.
Yeah, I did.
In the Cotton Bowl?
No, that was in a Pigskin Classic to kick off the season. We beat them at home. They were a really good team and threw for a bunch of yards. And then we won the Cotton Bowl at the end of the year, beat Kansas State.
Kansas State. Coach, we always try to connect with the students here on the Fireside Chat. I know you've been in Austin. What going on? This will be 2nd year now. What are some of the favorite spots you like in Austin? Why do you like Austin? What's been great to you so far?
You know what I love about Austin? There's something for everybody. You know, and I really believe that. I'm one of those guys that kind of tries to get out and about and see, and not necessarily because I love to do it all, but what does this place have to offer? But when you talk about the city life, the food trucks, that piece, that environment. I love cars. I grew up in the city, so the fact that I can hear cars. But then there's a whole natural side to Austin I think is amazing. When you start talking about, the water, the hills, the trees, and the sun. I mean, I just really think there's something for everybody. I got players on our team. On one weekend, some guys are going hunting, another group's going fishing, and other guys are out on Lake Travis. Some guys are at Lady Bird Lake paddleboarding. I mean, there's just so much to do. I think that's the coolest thing about it.
How well stated. You ought to work for the Chamber of Commerce, man. That was perfect. So you mentioned L.A. Were you Clippers or Lakers?
Lakers all day, baby.
You watching the Showtime TV show?
Showtime since I can remember.
You watching the TV show?
No.
Showtime? You've heard about it?
I have, but I have a hard time watching sports shows that reenact sports when you saw it live.
Yeah, I feel that.
There's parts of it that I've watched a little bit of. I'm like, okay, but like Magic, Kareem, Big Game, James Worthy, man, that was my era. And then I just kept that thing going all the way through with
Rambus.
Oh, Kurt Rambis.
Scott.
Mitch Kupchak.
Woo! Winner. Did you play ball growing up, basketball?
Just for fun. I was a soccer kid, baseball kid, football kid.
Yeah.
That was
baseball. Were you a Sunflower Seeds or a Copenhagen guy?
Both.
Yeah, both.
Yeah.
Was Coach okay with that?
In high school, yeah, it worked that way.
We used to do the Skull Bandits, so we wouldn't get caught.
Yeah.
Yeah. Speaking of LA food trucks and all that, any hidden gems here in Austin? Any places you're enjoying eating that the students might want to go check out?
Ooh, a hidden gem, man. Put me on the spot here.
There's a little pressure here on the Fireside.
Yeah, this is really on the
Take it all
spot
there.
for me.
There'll probably be a little pressure here in 37 days when we take the field.
I like that pressure.
Texas, yeah.
Figuring out where's a good spot to go eat, man. I don't know. I'm not, and I'm awful with names. That's the other thing.
Texas students, check this out. The Counter Cafe.
Where's that?
There's one on the east side, and there's also one right off the drag. It's a great spot. How about this, man? Pimento cheese. I never liked pimento cheese. I mean,
Right.
pimento cheese was always like, you know, when we didn't have anything else to eat. In junior college, when I was in junior college, we did banana sausages and pimento cheese. But the other day, at the Counter Cafe off of the drag right here in beautiful Austin, Texas, the capital city, I had a pimento cheese sandwich. Texas students, I highly recommend
What
it.
kind
Coach,
of bread? What kind of bread was
man,
that
some
on?
kind of like sourdough. It wasn't just
Really?
regular loaf bread, man. It was not the junior college bread in the back of the cafeteria. This was
Wonder,
solid bread. Yeah.
Wonder white bread.
Another thing I wanted to ask you, actually had a student ask me the other day on campus, they say, Coach Beard, why don't you dress like Coach Sark? Like, why isn't your fashion game like Coach? I didn't take it the wrong way. I really don't have any fashion game. This morning I almost tried to wear the black on blue, but I went the orange on gray. But you are well known and respected for your fashion game, your shoe game, your beautiful wife, L'Oreal. How did you get into fashion? How's this whole deal work?
You know, I've always been a sneakerhead, shoehead kid since I was young, man. I've got a great story about this. So when I was a little kid, I think I was about the 3rd grade, the first Air Jordans came out. And everybody, you know, my family wasn't like this. You know, we were kind of middle class family, but everybody has the rich aunt, right?
Oh, yeah.
So
What's her name?
Auntie Alice.
Okay. Shout out.
Yeah, Auntie Alice. So she says, I can get these new Jordans, okay? So we go to the mall, and I'm like, I'm a size whatever, and I want the black and red new Jordans, man. I mean, it was like the hottest thing ever. I'm getting them. My rich aunt's buying them for me. They bring them out. I put them on. I'm like, these things are perfect, man. I mean, I couldn't, well, walking out of the store in these things. But I had the kid size. I wasn't big enough to wear the adult size. And so where on the little side, you know, where the wings are right there on the side of the shoe where it says Air Jordan, mine said Sky Jordan.
Ugh.
I mean, I was devastated. I was crushed that I had to wear Sky Jordans, man. It was like, do I even want these? You know, like the stubborn kid in you. But anyway, it started all the way back then. It's always just been a little bit of a hobby of mine. And then obviously, you know, L'Oreal, that's what she does. And so she gets me right on game day just to make sure that I represent the family well on game day, walking, especially on the Bevo walk.
First time I saw L'Oreal and I saw you, Coach, I said, that guy can recruit.
That's right.
There's no
That's
doubt
right.
about it.
Yeah.
No disrespect. You're a good-looking guy.
Yeah. But hey, you got to be able to recruit.
You're not in the
man.
same league as your wife.
No,
I'm
that's
not the
okay.
first guy that's told you that, bro.
No, but that's okay.
Yeah. Hey, Coach, so 37 days from now, when the students come in the stadium, they're going to get here early. They're going to wear orange. They're going to be loud. They're going to stay the whole game. We're going to help you win that first game. Tell us kind of the football philosophy. Like, what are we trying to get done out here? Like, if I'm a student, Texas student, I'm sitting here in the new student section. I'm watching the team. What's our objective? How are we trying to play?
Well, I think there's a brand of football that we believe in. It's a physical brand of football. You know, it starts with us offensively, our ability to run the football so that we can attack people and take shots with the play action pass. But if you can't run it, now you get all the variety of defenses. But that same attacking mentality, whether it's defensively, whether it's on special teams, we like to attack people in a variety of ways and make people uncomfortable. And that attacking and feeling and sense starts with a physical mentality, but also as a speed mentality. I want everybody to feel every time one of our players touches the ball, they might score. And I want the fans to feel that. I want the students to feel that. I want, like, holy cow, man, this guy might score every chance they get. And the idea is you shouldn't be sitting down when you watch us play. It should be holding your breath that something great is about to happen on the next play.
You've got a couple pretty good guys to give the ball to.
Yeah.
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 Do you know right now what the first play of the season is going to be?
No.
Okay. If you did, would you tell the Texas students here on the Fireside?
I would. There's a safe bet. We're going to try to score on the first play.
Like it?
I mean, that's usually, you know, the way we call plays is try to score touchdowns. And it'll usually be something that we can execute at a high level, but yet one of our best players gets the ball in his hands with some space and a chance to score.
That's awesome. One thing we like to do on the Fireside, each edition, Coach, is try to give the students some advice. You know, I've already said my advice today would be to try to do something every day you've never done before. Obviously, I've never done this before, so today has a chance to be pretty good. Looking back when you were in college years ago, Coach, if you could kind of tell yourself something now that you didn't know then, a little advice for the Texas students here as we wrap up this summer here in a few weeks.
Yeah, I think embracing the college experience. You know, as an athlete, there was times when I was in college that I was so focused on just being a football player or being a baseball player that sometimes I missed the atmosphere of an experience of being in college. And at the University of Texas, there's so many cool things to do and to be part of. Obviously, game days for us are amazing. Game days for you and the new Moody are going to be amazing.
So where it is?
It's right there, baby.
Kind of turned around.
It's right there. I drive right by it every morning,
beautiful.
by the way. But I think just enjoying the college experience and not just, you know, because when it's over, you look back and, oh man, I wish I would have. And the moment you have the wish you would-has and the regrets of not doing something, you can't get that back. And so I would say go for this experience, man. You're here, the best university in the world, and I would say totally go for it every day.
It's good stuff, Coach. Joined here by Coach Sark on the Fireside chat here in the middle of the stadium with a little leisure pool. We got the fire, Big Bertha, who we'll get to here in 1 second. Coach, you mentioned the Moody. Have you been to a concert yet?
I have.
Who?
Well, I went to the soft opening of Earth, Wind & Fire. Then I went over there for George Strait and Willie Nelson, man, which was awesome. First of all, Willie Nelson, I mean, that guy's, almost 90 years old. He's still up there letting it rip. That was pretty cool. And I snuck in over there for John Mayer.
Like it.
Yeah, so I
the
plan
head
on
football coach at the University of Texas has to sneak in concerts?
Yeah, I like sneaking in.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean,
It reminded me, like when I was a kid, so my brother used to work at the Los Angeles Great Western Forum, okay? And that was my way. He used to prop the doors and his buddies, and I would sneak in and watch the Lakers as a kid. So I'm not, I don't, you know, I'm used to, you know, getting doors propped and sliding in and finding an empty seat. That's kind of my comfort zone.
Yeah. So you got the CDC Hearts of Life of the Master Key, the valet parking and all that. You still got that JUCO in you, Coach.
That's right.
I love it, man.
Yeah.
Well, I'll probably see you at the back door. Well, the highlight of the day by far to me, I want to thank Delilah for bringing out Big Bertha. Coach, I'm here to educate you a little bit on Big Bertha. How old is Big Bertha?
100 years old.
It's pretty good right there. You prepared? Or was that you prepared?
Hey, when I get information, I try to retain it.
Bob Knight, failing to prepare is preparing to fail.
That's right.
You're prepared. Coach, did you know that in 1955, or somewhere right around there, fact check me here, I'm going to put a little asterisk on it, but I think around somewhere in 1955, the University of Texas bought Big Bertha. How much did we pay for her?
No idea.
$1.
She cost $1. Huh?
$1, Big Bertha.
What's she cost today?
That's a great question. That's a great question. He actually drove all the way to Chicago, I believe, and picked up Big Bertha, exchanged the $1. I don't know if it was 4 quarters or $1. I know it wasn't Venmo or any of that stuff back in the day.
Didn't happen.
But that's where Big Bertha got here. Another thing I wanted to tell you, Jimmy Fallon. I was kind of a Letterman guy growing up. You?
Yeah, definitely.
But I like Fallon. He does the movies and stuff. He did that Fever Pitch movie where he's a crazy baseball fan. Did you ever see that one?
I have.
Yeah.
He does some great skits. Is like when Justin Timberlake gets on there and they start saying that's like all time when they get together. Yeah.
But anyway, I guess Jimmy Fallon was here for game day or something a few years ago, and he actually, be careful with my language here, he screwed up Big Bertha. There's a little knock on there. Jimmy Fallon kind of screwed up Big Bertha, and I don't know if Jimmy knows that or not. So Jimmy, open invitation to come back to Austin. It's your leisure.
Put your feet in the pool with us too. I mean, it's a heck of a deal.
Yeah, and explain to the Texas students why you chipped up Big Bertha and maybe some type of plan of, not apology, because we're cool with it, we fixed it, but just maybe an explanation of what happened that day when Big Bertha went down. So.
It's fair.
Yeah. Well, Texas students, we've enjoyed this edition of the Fireside Chat. Coach Sark, we appreciate you. We're pulling for you big time. As all the fall sports coming up. Saw Coach Elliott in volleyball the other day. We're looking forward to everything about to be rocking on this campus.
Heck yeah.
But in conclusion, can you give the students just kind of one more invite out here to the games and tell them how much we're looking forward to seeing them?
Well, here's the deal. We got a 105,000 seat stadium here at DKR. And this should be the most intimidating environment to come and play in anywhere in the country. And we got a heck of a slate to kick off our season. Our first 3 games are at home. School's just started. This place should be rocking. But you all set the tone. right? You have no idea how much energy our players get from the energy that you bring and you provide to our team every time we take the field. So looking forward to seeing the student section rocking behind me, our players scoring in that end zone and throwing the horns up to you guys. Make it a great experience, make it a great season for us, make it a great season for you so that you can have the best college experience you've ever had.
Thank you, Coach. Well stated. On behalf of everybody here at the Fireside Chat, especially Big Bertha, have a great week. Texas students, hook 'em.
Hook 'em.